Every time you run, I'll find you, because your heartbeat already knows who it belongs to. You can hide behind walls, behind silence, behind a world that pretends to keep you safe, but I'll still find you, because you left traces of yourself everywhere inside me. You think distance can protect you, but distance only sharpens my senses. I can feel you even when I close my eyes. I can hear your breath in the quiet. The world can disguise you under new names, new places, new faces, but your heartbeat betrays you every time. It beats the same rhythm that calls to me, that belongs to me. You can't run from something that lives inside you. You tell yourself you're free now, that you've escaped the darkness I brought into your life, but freedom is a lie. When your soul still trembles at my name, I don't need to touch you to own you. Your fear, your anger, your unspoken longing, they all speak for me. Every tear you shed for trying to forget me only binds you tighter. You can't see it, but you're still wrapped in the invisible chains of everything we were. You think I'll let you vanish? No. I'll haunt you in every reflection, every breath of wind that feels like a whisper you can't explain. You used to call me cruel. Maybe I am. But you made me this way. You woke a fire in me that refuses to die. Before you, I was calm, composed, untouchable. Then you came and everything inside me changed. You turned my pulse into thunder, my control into ruin. And now you expect me to just forget you. You expect me to act like you were nothing more than a chapter. No, you were the book, the story. The reason I can't close my eyes without seeing your face. You destroyed the man I was and built the beast you now fear. You can run from me 1,000 times and I'll still come for you. Not because I want to cage you, but because I can't breathe without knowing you're mine. Every heartbeat of yours is a signal, a call I can't ignore. Even the universe bends when I think of you, as if it knows that no force can separate what obsession has already claimed. You belong to me not because I said so, but because something deeper decided it long before we ever met. Fate, madness, love, call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. The result is the same. You bound to me. Do you know what it feels like to crave someone so completely that your soul begins to rot without them? That's what you've done to me. You've turned me into a prisoner of your absence. I still wake up reaching for you, even when I know you're not there. I still talk to you when the night gets too quiet. You're in every thought, every dream, every breath I take. You call it obsession. I call it survival. Because the day I stop feeling you will be the day I stop existing altogether. You once said love shouldn't hurt, but what we had was never meant to be gentle. It was meant to consume, to burn, to destroy everything ordinary. You and I were never made for peace. We were made for chaos, for fire, for the kind of connection that leaves scars instead of promises. That's why no one else will ever reach you, because I've already touched parts of you no one can ever replace. And even if you give your smile to another, I know it will never reach your eyes the way it did when it was mine. So run if you must, hide if that's what makes you feel strong. But remember, every step you take away from me is still within the circle I've drawn around you. You can build walls, but I'll walk through them. You can lock doors, but I'll break them. Because in the end, it's not me chasing you. It's your own heart calling you back to where it truly belongs. And when that day comes, when you finally surrender to the truth you keep fighting, you'll understand. I never needed to find you. You were always already mine. You think I'm chasing you, but I'm not. I'm chasing the echo you left inside me. You live there, haunting every breath, every thought, every beat of my heart. Even when I close my eyes, I see you standing in the distance, not real, not gone, just there, between memory and madness. I talk to the silence like it's you, because it's the only way I survive the nights. You became the voice that answers my loneliness, the ghost that won't let me rest. You turned my peace into an ache. I've learned to love, because it's this only piece of you I still have. Every time I hear your name, my control fractures. I tell myself I've moved on, that I've buried you somewhere deep enough to forget, but then one small reminder, one glimpse, and it all burns again. You still have that power over me, even in absence. Do you understand how dangerous that is? You made me weak. You made me human. You turned a man who ruled nations into someone who kneels before a memory. And now I can't tell if I want to love you or destroy everything that keeps us apart. Maybe both. Maybe that's what true possession feels like. Love so violent it becomes indistinguishable from hate. Sometimes I wonder if you feel it too. That invisible pull that drags your soul back toward me. You can deny it, pretend it's gone, but at night, when everything is quiet, you feel it. The way your pulse stumbles, the way your chest tightens for no reason. That's me. That's my name pulsing through your veins. You might call it madness. But what if it's fate reminding you that you're still bound to me? You can't run from something that was carved into you by destiny itself. I know you hate me for what I've done, for how I've loved you, but hatred is just another form of connection. You wouldn't hate me if I meant nothing to you. You wouldn't tremble when you hear my voice in your mind if you were truly free. And that's what keeps me alive, knowing that somewhere in your quiet rebellion I still live. You fight me because you feel me. You run because you know I'll follow. You hate me because it's the only way left to love me without admitting it. There are nights when I almost convince myself to let you go. I stand by the window, watching the empty horizon, whispering your name into the dark. I tell myself it's over, that I'll find peace. But the silence laughs at me because it knows I'll never mean it. You've ruined me too, completely. Even my shadow would follow you if you called for it. I could build 1,000 walls around my heart and you'd still walk through them without knocking. That's the curse you left me with, to crave what I can never have again and to never stop wanting it. You don't understand the kind of love I carry for you. It's not romantic, it's not kind. It's something older, wilder. It's the kind of love that rips apart everything soft inside me and turns it into fire. I would tear through heaven and hell alike if it meant feeling your heartbeat beneath my hand again. I would burn every bridge, destroy every crown, silence every voice that dared to come between us. Because what I feel for you doesn't live in the light. It belongs to the dark, where reason dies and only desire survives. And maybe that's where you and I truly belong, in the dark, where no one can name what we are. You can keep running, keep hiding behind the illusion of peace, but one day you'll turn around and realize I've always been there, just a breath away, because I don't need to touch you to own you. You already gave me everything when you looked at me that first time and didn't look away. From that moment on, you were marked, not by choice, not by force, but by something inevitable. You can fight it, you can deny it, but the truth will always find you. Your heartbeat already knows who it belongs to. You think this is madness, and maybe it is, but it's the kind of madness that wears your name like a crown. I've tried to escape it, to silence the sound of your heartbeat echoing inside me, but it's useless. You've rooted yourself too deep within me. You're not just a thought anymore, you're a living pulse beneath my skin. Every time I close my eyes, I feel you moving through me. Soft at first, then sharp enough to cut. I can't breathe without tasting you in the air. I can't speak without hearing the ghost of your voice answering mine. You've become the disease and the cure, the poison that keeps me alive. Do you know what it's like to wake up and feel your absence like a blade? To open my eyes and expect to see you, but find only emptiness staring back? I've learned to live with that pain. I've made it my companion. because pain that comes from you feels sacred. It's the only proof that what we had was real. The world thinks I've gone and insane, and maybe they're right. But insanity feels better than the silence you left behind. At least madness has your face. At least it lets me feel something that still burns. You always feared my darkness, but you never understood it. My darkness wasn't there to hurt you. It was the only way I knew how to love. I was made of fire, and I gave it all to you. You think I wanted to control you? No. I wanted to protect you from everything, even from yourself. The world is cruel, and I've seen what it does to fragile things. You were fragile, even when you tried to act strong. I wanted to keep you safe in my shadows, but you mistook that for chains. You called it prison, when it was the only sanctuary I could offer. You said I never listened, but I did. I heard every word you never said. I heard your silent scream for someone to see you, and I did. I saw everything you tried to hide, your fear, your loneliness, your longing. You think I fell in love with your beauty? No, I fell for your brokenness, for the part of you that no one else dared to touch. And that's why you'll never truly leave me, because I didn't love the surface of you. I loved the part buried so deep that even you were afraid to face it. That part still calls my name, even when your lips refuse to. They say love should set you free. Maybe they're right, but what if freedom means emptiness? What if I don't want to be free? What if I'd rather stay chained to the memory of you than walk into a world where your touch never existed? You made me taste something eternal, and now, how do you expect me to return to ordinary life? I can't. You ruined me for everything else. Every face I see turns to yours. Every voice I hear sounds like a distant echo of what you once were. You've turned the world into a graveyard of reminders. I tell myself that if I ever see you again, I'll let you go, that I'll be calm, that I'll speak softly, the way you always wished I would. But I know I'm lying, because if you stand in front of me again, if I see those eyes, that trembling defiance, every promise I made to myself will die. I'll pull you close, not to hurt you, but because I don't know how to do anything else. You are both the fire that destroys me and the breath that revives me. There's no middle ground anymore. You've taken that from me too. So run, hide, disappear if you must. Build your world far from mine. But understand this, no matter how far you go, I'll still find you in the spaces between your heartbeats, because love like this doesn't die. It lingers, it corrodes, it consumes. You can change your name, your city, your life, but the mark remains. I left it where no one can reach it, deep inside your soul, where even you can't erase it. And one day, when you close your eyes and feel that unexplainable ache again, you'll remember these words. Every time you run, I'll find you, because your heartbeat already knows who it belongs to.